Alright, so today what we're going to do is we're going to go over a little trick on replacing the upper ball joints on a Mazda Miata. The NA, NB, I think anything that's, interchangeable with those, Mazda doesn't sell a replacement upper ball joint. So you have to replace this entire control arm, which can get costly. One of the reasons why I'm pressing these ball joints out is because the arms are getting powder coated to match the rest of them, and I kind of didn't want these to be, off in color compared to the other ones that are getting done. And the car's got a little bit of mileage on it, so might as well replace them because there are some inexpensive replacements available now from Moog. The part number on the Moogs, I'll try to zoom in here, K500-210. I have two in this box, but it's one per box. You buy them individually, and they were really inexpensive compared to having to buy two new control arms with the ball joints already in there. So I have a shop press, and this makes things a lot easier. It's definitely a worthwhile investment if you don't have one or if you have the room for it. And it's even something if you don't have the room in your garage, you could put it in your basement or something to that effect. So what I came up with here is I actually have a Honda Civic wheel bearing that I had replaced, and I kept the wheel bearing around. I keep random stuff like this because you never know, like some stuff you can reuse it and make it into a press tool, even though it's a junk part that, typically you would just throw away. And the control arm here, it's just the right size to actually support the innards of the control arm itself. So when I put this guy in here, you'll see, like it kind of sits in there just perfect for when you're pressing down. So when we sit that guy here, that's going to give us some support and also enough clearance so that way we can pop that ball joint through. And in order to get the ball joint out completely, I took a 22mm socket, something strong. Typically I wouldn't recommend like a regular socket. I always use like impact sockets because they're supposed to be, a little bit stronger, a little bit more resilient. And it sits on that top lip right there, and you actually don't need much to get these pressed out. So what I'm going to do is try to position my phone for you, since I don't really have anything that great to videotape right now. Let's see. Let me actually release the pressure on this guy real quick. I'll bring this up. Alright. Good enough there. Let's tighten back up. We've got our socket here. So we're going to kind of position that as so. And all I'm doing right now, I know it's out of focus, is we're just going to be tightening the press down just to get a little bit of the gap and to get it to actually like touch. So let's see here. Just getting that positioning in here. Okay, so as you can see, the socket is connected to the press. The socket is then connected to the actual ball joint here, and we're going to try to press this guy out right now. So we're just pressing down, tiny bit as we go along, and you should be able to see that guy moving. I can tell it's almost there. That's what happens when you successfully press out the ball joint. So now you can see that we've got a, it's still in good condition. From what I've read is the Moog units, and I forget if I read this off their site or whether I read it off of a forum, but they, I believe they have the diameter of it just slightly larger than the OEM ones because they know that it's not a standard thing or not a standard serviceable part. So I think just to make them sit in better. And then I also have seen some people just throw a couple tack welds in at the top just to make sure they don't loosen up. I probably will do that, just because it's not something I'd want to deal with in case it loosened up one day. But yeah. So hopefully this tutorial helps you guys out, and any questions, just let me know.